Chapter 16, This Thing Called You, by Ernest Holmes. The law of the Lord is perfect, and the law of the Lord is love. You are made perfect in the law when you enter into conscious communion with the love. Love is the fulfillment of the law. That's it. It is only through love that the law can fulfill itself in your experience. Because love harmonizes everything, unifies everything. It gives to everything, flows through everything. You can never make the most perfect use of the law of your life unless that use is motivated by love. As the artist weds himself to beauty, imbibing the essence or spirit of beauty, that it may be transmitted to the canvas or awaken the cold marble to living form, so you must wed yourself to love. You must imbibe its spirit. This love is more than a sentiment. It is a deep sense of the underlying unity and beauty of all life, the goodness running through everything, the givingness of life to everything. Say, today I bestow the essence of love upon everything. Everyone shall be lovely to me. My soul meets the soul of the universe in every one. Everything is beautiful. Everything is meaningful. This love is a healing power, touching everything into wholeness, healing the wounds of experience with its divine balm. I know that this love essence is the very substance of life, the creative principle back of everything, flowing through my whole being, spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. It flows in transcendent loveliness into my world of thought and form, ever renewing, vitalizing, bringing joy, harmony, and blessing to everything and everyone it touches. You are to know that good keeps you in perfect activity, surrounds you with love and friendship, and brings the experience of joy to everything you do. You are to impart an atmosphere of confidence and faith, which uplifts and enlightens everything in your environment. It is only as you live affirmatively that you can be happy, knowing that there is but one spirit in which everyone lives, moves, and has their being. You are to feel this spirit not only in your consciousness, but in your affairs. You are to hold conscious communion with this spirit in humanity, in a hand clasp that you can feel its warmth and color. In the exchange of thought, you are to feel the presence of the divine. You are to sense it in everything. You are united with all. You are one with the eternal light itself. The presence of spirit within you blesses everyone you meet, tends to heal everything you touch, brings gladness into the life of everyone you contact. Therefore, you are a blessing to yourself, to humanity, and to the day in which you live. Say, today I uncover the perfection within me. In its fullness, I reveal the indwelling kingdom. I look out upon the world of my affairs, knowing that the spirit within me makes my way both immediate and easy. I know there is nothing in me that could possibly obstruct or withhold the divine circuit of life and love which good is. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that could throw a shadow over my perfection. God flows through me to all. Good shines through my thoughts and actions. Good harmonizes my body so that it is revitalized and manifests perfection in every cell, in every organ, in every function. Good harmonizes my mind so that love sings joyously in my heart. I am completely conscious of the all good in me, around me, and in all that is. I am in complete unity with good. I have complete confidence in my knowledge and understanding of the law of good. I not only know what the law is, I know how to use it. I know that I shall obtain definite results through the use of it. I realize that doubts about my ability to use this law are things of thought. What thoughts has produced, thought can change. Knowing this, having confidence in my ability to use the law and using it daily for specific purposes, gradually I build up an unshakable faith both in the law and the possibility of demonstrating it. There is no doubt in me, no uncertainty rising through me. My mind rejoices in certainty and in assurance. I confidently expect that my word shall not return unto me void. Therefore, today I declare that the law of the Lord is perfect in everything I do. It will extend happiness. It will externalize happiness. It will bring every good thing to me. Today, I am inwardly aware that there is a secret way of the soul. There is a secret pathway of peace. There is an invisible presence forever externalizing itself for me and through me. Today, I believe in divine guidance. Today, I believe that underneath are the everlasting arms. Today, I rest in this divine assurance and this divine security. I know not only that all is well with my soul, my spirit, and my mind, all is well with my affairs. You live in the house of God. The household of God is a household of perfection. It is the secret place of the Most High within you and within all. The inmates of this household are all divine. They will become as divine to you as you permit. As you look at them, they look at you, for this is the way of life. Everything responds to you at the level of your recognition of it. In the household of God, there is no jealousy, no littleness, no meanness. It is a household of joy, a place of happiness and contentment. Here is warmth, color, beauty, seen in this light. Your earthly house symbolizes this kingdom of divine harmony in which no one is a stranger. Say, nothing is alien to me. Nothing enters into my experience but joy, integrity, and friendship. The good I would realize for myself, I realize for all others. I cannot desire a good for myself other than the good I desire for everyone else. Neither do I deny myself the good I affirm for others. I know that in the household in which I live, the host is God, the living Spirit Almighty. The guests are all people. The invitation has been externally written for all to enter and dwell therein as guests of this eternal host forever. There is something about you that knows you were made of immortal stuff, that there is no death, but eternity is not some far-off event. Beloved, now are we the children of God. It is today that you are to enter into a complete realization of this divine truth. You need not wait to become immortal, for whatever you are to evolve into, you must evolve from. Life antecedes life flows out of it. Life has set the stamp of individuality on your soul. You are different from any other person who has ever lived. You are an individualized center in the consciousness of God. You are an individualized activity in the action of God. You are you. And you are eternal. Therefore, do not wait for immortality. The resurrection of life is today. You are clothed with this resurrection now. All you need to do is experience it. Begin to live today as though you are an immortal being, and all thought of death, all fear of change will slip from you. You will step out from the tomb of uncertainty into the light of eternal day. The nighttime of your soul will have passed, and the eternal light of everlasting day will dawn as the great reality in your life. Say, I know that every apparent death is a resurrection. Therefore, today, gladly I die to everything that is unlike the good. Joyfully I am resurrected into that which is beautiful, enduring, and true. Silently I pass from less to more, from isolation into inclusion, from separation into oneness. The perfect law of good is operating through me. Joyfully I accept it. Joyfully I permit its action in everything that I do. I know that my recognition of good is the substance of the good which I recognize, and I know that this good is ever taking form in my experience. It is impossible for me to be separated from my good. Today, realizing that there is nothing in my past which can rise against me, nothing in my future which can menace the unfoldment of my experience, life shall be an eternal adventure, an unfolding experience of greater and better experiences. Evolution is onward, upward, forward, outward, expansive. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. Today I exalt in this abundant life. I revel in the contemplation of the immeasurable future, the path of the eternal progress, the everlastingness of my own being, the ongoing of my soul, the daily renewal of energy and action of that divinity within me, which has forever set the stamp of individualized being on my mind. You have heard a great deal about the healing Christ who can come to you with power. Do you realize that this Christ is already here? This Christ is the incarnation of God in every individual. Surely God has imparted itself to every soul. If this were not true, you would not be alive. You would have no existence. You could not be here. Your Christ is the unique incarnation of God, of life, in you as an individual. This divine incarnation, this living presence, is at the center of your being now, not by and by. If you open the door of your consciousness and welcome this divine guest, it will enter. Not a person lives who does not, at some time in their life, sense this inward presence, this vision of the divine, which presses against us. It is seeking entrance through our thoughts. We must open the door of our consciousness and permit it to enter. We do not will this presence into existence, nor do we by declaration, affirmation, or command it. We do not court it through the false humility, nor engage its attention by admiration. The presence, the power is already there. It is willingness, acceptance, and recognition which give entrance to the divine presence. It is faith and acknowledgement which permit its creative power to flow through our word. Say, today I realize that the Spirit incarnated in me, God as my own being, constitutes the only reality I have. Today I am opening my consciousness to a realization of the living Christ, the eternal childship of the everlasting Spirit. I know that it dwells in me, and I know that there is an invisible guide, a living presence with me at all times. With complete simplicity and directness, I recognize my divine center. There is one life in and through all. Consciously, I unify myself with this pure spirit in which I live, move, and have my being. I am strong with the strength of the all-vitalizing power of pure spirit. I am sustained by divine energy which flows through me as radiant health and vitality. Every atom of my being responds to this divine presence. I completely surrender myself to it. Everyone seeks the protecting power of some presence which is close enough to reach out and take hold of. as a child turns to its parent for comfort, so every person is relying on God, whether or not they realize it. This concept is so universal that it has been present in every age, with all people, and at all times. It would be a mockery of faith to deny that such a presence exists or that such a power operates. All who have found an answer to life have believed in this. All who have wrought great and mighty works through faith have had complete confidence in this divine presence, and the greater souls have known that this presence is within. To this presence Jesus gave the name, Our Father which art in heaven, which means the spirit of life within, around, and through us. Jesus dared to place his hand serenely in the hand of the invisible. His works justified his words. His faith was manifest through his acts. Nothing has happened to reality since this glorified figure walked the highways of human experience. With equal confidence, you should believe in the protecting presence of the ever-available Spirit. With equal faith, you should wrap yourself in a mantle of divine protection, knowing that underneath are the everlasting arms. Today, you are to hold your thought steadfast in the realization that God withholds nothing from you. Therefore, prepare yourself for a life of joy, love, happiness, and well-being. Believe in the divine freedom which is yours by birthright. Say, I know that the law of God surrounds me with love and friendship. I permit this love and friendship to flow out to all things, to all people, everywhere. I let it radiate in my environment. Bless everything I touch. Make whole that which is weak, turn fear into faith, and accomplish the miracle of healing through love. Whatsoever things are good and true, I shall think upon. This I shall remember, that the Spirit is not far off. I shall remind myself that I live in the divine presence, that my affairs are in the keeping of the eternal mind. I live, move, and have my being in wholeness. Peace, poise, and power belong to my kingdom. I give joy and love to all, knowing that the gift of life is not to me alone. I share my good. I welcome the opportunity to love fully, completely, and joyfully. I believe in myself because I believe in God. I accept life fully, completely, without reservations, holding to the conviction that good is the eternal reality, that God is the everlasting presence, that Christ within me is the eternal guide, that my life is complete today. Chapter 16, This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes.